Hello and welcome to this video for the full moon eclipse. It's a special full moon because, as we can see here, the moon is next to the south node and the sun is next, among other things, next to the north node, among other neighbors. And because they are close to those nodes, it's a special full moon, and the energy does not last only for about a month, but for half a year. That's why this full moon is especially important for us to look at. The time is in Central Europe at 1 minute before 8 o'clock on Monday, the 25th of March 2024. All right, we would like now to look at the aspects the sun and the moon are building and what that means to the full moon. But first of all, some general information. The full moon is about harvest time. It's about a good time, which should especially start on Monday morning for you. You can deliberately have a good time by, having a snack or meeting some friends or both. And like taking care of yourself. This card is also about taking care of yourself. At least that's what's written in the handbook. Down here it says, find your balance. Find your balance. And in the handbook it says that people should take care more of other people and not only of themselves. Of course, this goes only in some cases. Some other people need to take care more of themselves and not worry not so much about what they can do for other people. And it's about, either way, it's about finding balance. The balance can also be work-life balance or the balance between doing sports and resting. However, this is not some work. The full moon is not meant to give you tasks, but it's about blessings and riches and good times. The new moon is for new starts. The next new moon will be in Aries. It will be about new starts in more than one way. And it will also be an eclipse that will last for half a year, like this eclipse. But now we are for the full moon, and that's about harvest and enjoying yourself. We are back to the chart. The sun and the moon are, of course, opposite each other. That means the sun shines its light on the moon, and it means your identity and your feelings are in a special contact with each other, if you'd like that interpretation. Let's look at what else the sun is in touch with. There are two other aspects, one to Pluto and one to Pallas. The aspect to Pluto is called a sextile. It's supporting, the two are supporting each other. Pluto supports the sun supports Pluto. And the sun is about our identity, and Pluto is about change. So if you would like to change something about your identity, that's a good time. As for the sign Pluto's in, Aquarius, it's about change of social media, change of friendship, change also of visions for the future. Perhaps you can find some better vision for the future than you have had before. It's one way of looking at it. The other aspect is to Pallas. Pallas is about strategy, and the strategy in this sign, in Sagittarius, is about a strategy in higher learning, a strategy in reaching farther, a strategy in getting richer or wiser or more, and also a strategy in being self-confident, as you already are. Those are important aspects for this full moon. And when we move over to the moon, we can see that the moon touches exactly the same points. Also Pluto and also Pallas. So also our feelings, not just ourselves, but also our feelings will be about transformation, about change, like change in our freedom, more freedom, a different kind of freedom, the freedom to choose a different thing, like, for example, doing a course, but in this course deciding on what aspect you like to focus on. That's a different kind of freedom. And the other aspect is to, here in the chart, is to Pallas, who is about reaching far, about a strategy of reaching far, a strategy of having more followers. So if you'd like to, you can share this video, then have perhaps more followers. A strategy for also being self-confident, shining your light. That's what this full moon is all about. There are also little diagrams I would like to look at with you. There's more activity than passiveness. This is almost equal, but we are rather flexible. There's a lot of air, which means a lot of thoughts, followed by passion and feelings, but the mostly thoughts. And between body, soul, spirit, and society is what this full moon is all about. Society can mean you in your work life, or you watching society, watching the news. All right, with my other hand, I'm now drawing a tarot card, and it is the Seven of Cups. It came in reverse, which means energy is perhaps a little blocked. And the Seven of Cups, I'll put it right here. Seven of Cups is about dreaming, about choosing what you want. It's also what you can do with all this air, with all this ability to think. And yeah, it's about, I think of it as a positive card, not as being, I don't know, not being able to think straight. That's one other interpretation I've heard. But to me, it's really about choosing, what do I want? Do I want wisdom, or glory, or feeling at home, or riches, or beauty, or a little dragon as a pet, or contacting the dead? What do I want? What am I passionate about? And yeah, can also be any other thing. And with the full moon, you can take the full moon as a blessing point to start a new project about that, to read a book, to read a website, to find a website, to find a forum, anything like that. The Seven of Cups also reminds me that it's about you, your choices, it's about this person. And in the full moon, it's also about the sun, about our identity. What you can also think about is, what is my sun sign, and how do I like being that sun sign? How do I live my sun sign already? Okay, that's food for thought. Here's the card again. It says, find your balance. Have a great time. Have a great full moon, and talk to you soon. Bye.